Just singing now, but that was, wow, your passion and your dream is great. Next up, we have Michael Walters. He's a community organizer. He's going to talk about building a local food hub in Edmonton.
Yes, my name is really Michael Walters, but tonight I'm Michel Walters, as you saw. So, do people in Edmonton really care about locally produced food? Well, my friend Gord Visser and I, who's right over here tonight, ran a little experiment a couple of years ago called the Great Potato Giveaway, where we invited people to come and take 50 pounds of free potatoes from his farm, and 20,000 people tried to come, remarkably. So I want to ask a question here tonight. How many of you like to eat healthy food? Show of hands. Okay, so this is a great place to start. So, you know, when I go back quickly to the Great Potato Giveaway, every single person who came that night, or that day, came for one bag of food, except for the guy who owned the New York Fries outlet in Kingsway Mall, who tried to fill up his truck, and Gord had to wrestle him down. This land up here in Northeast Edmonton is one of the most special things about our city, and I'm not sure how many people know about it. We have a microclimate, we have the beautiful North Saskatchewan River, and we have some of the most brilliant soil in anywhere in this country. So we also have about 8 or 9 farmers that own about 700 or 800 acres of land who have a vision for the Northeast in our city. And that vision is about, not just about the typical kind of urban sprawl that we've gotten used to in our city, but really about building something new, something integrated, something healthy, and something sustainable for our city. So the demand for local food in Edmonton has increased year over year over year. There are now 17 farmers markets in the Edmonton region. 17. 4 years ago, there was about 4 or 5 farmers markets, and then some really small ones. Now we have 17. So one of the things that we need to be aware of as we go forward in this city, that considering we have all these farmers markets and all these Ps, if we do not protect this land that we have, if we have no local land, we don't have local farmers. And if we don't have local farmers, we don't have local food. And local flea markets without local food are kind of, well, farmers markets without local food are kind of like flea markets for food. So what we want to do is create something that we, funnily enough, call the PAZ, which is a permanent agricultural zone in Northeast Edmonton. So all this stuff along here would be permanently zoned as agriculture for the purpose of a startup business district that would allow us to, well, a local food hub that includes a startup business district, that includes educational and research facilities, and includes a pure focus on our citizens living healthier than they ever have before. It is a very good idea. This is about not just a local food hub that is stationary in Northeast Edmonton, but that's rooted in the soils of Northeast Edmonton, with branches that reach out across the city through procurement agreements, through distribution agreements. Why do our universities, why do our hospitals, why do our long-term care facilities, why do our schools, why don't our private businesses use local food that they feed to their people? So we have this great canvas that we can paint as a city of Edmonton. This is the northern tip of our city. I don't know how we can even imagine building residential housing out there, but we're going to build some residential housing out there. But it doesn't have to be the old-style residential, commercial, low-density housing. It can be integrated with local agriculture. So how do we unlock this? How do we make way for this kind of vision in our city? We need to shift our minds. We need to transform how we think about the economy and about markets. And what we really need is a torrid love affair with local food, a torrid love affair with good planning, a torrid love affair with good zoning, so that we're not destined to China, which produces the most food in the world, consumes the most food in the world, and right now is buying up farmland all across Africa, buying up farmland in Saskatchewan, and soon to come to Alberta. So how do we start to ask this question, where is our food going to come from? We went to 2 years ago, we went to City Council and asked every City Councilor, where's our food going to come from in 25 years? Nobody knows. How many people know here where our food's going to come from in 25 years? We don't know. So how do we prepare for questions that we don't have the answer to? Well, we build a resilient economy. We build a local food economy where One part of our city is full of market gardens, full of greenhouses, full of canning and processing facilities that are run by local people. And this land is the gift that gives us the opportunity and gives license to this new kind of entrepreneurism, this new kind of business startup district. And it's the land that will make our city succeed. I was talking so fast, I don't know where I am on my sheet. And I've been talking about this for 3 years. There are great examples all across Europe and North America of local food hubs. So you see this truck, which proves that local food hubs exist elsewhere. But if we can imagine that we can put not on a truck, but on LRT cars running from Northeast Edmonton to all regions of the city, delivering food to markets, we can do something different. So we have to change the way we think. We cannot just plant food, harvest food, ship food, eat food, and then pump the waste into the river. We need to be more circular about how we plant it, how we process it locally, how we shop local, how we prepare it local, how we eat local because we care and we don't waste. And we have this great example in Northeast Edmonton, not just in what I'm telling you, but Gord Visser's family has been farming that land for 60 years. There's been other families that have been farming this land for 60 years. We have tremendous capacity in the city for memory, a memory that we need going forward in our city's future. So the proof is in the past. So you see all these cars. The Manning Freeway was lined up. The police came that day and said, "What are you guys doing?" We said, well, we didn't know. We just put an ad in Kijiji, put up a Facebook event, and 20,000 people come. There have been more people engaged in this issue, believe it or not, than the downtown arena and in the city center airport. We filled City Hall 3 times with 500 people, and it's all about families like Janelle and Aaron Hebert, who own Riverbend Gardens, who could today sell their land, 200 acres, $35,000 an acre, walk away with $7 million, but they're not going to do it. Thank you.